Hello and welcome back to the Football Chat podcast. It's episode number 78 today, where we're going to be talking about why Gareth Southgate is worse than Mark Goldbridge.
Once again.
No. We've titled it Southgate holding England back from World Cup glory, because it's quite an interesting debate. After watching England in the Nations League on Friday night, disappointing loss to Italy, the team looked devoid of any creativity. We didn't even look solid at the back, really.
Yeah,
They forced some good saves out of Pope. I feel if they were a Brazil or an Argentina, they probably put 7 past us.
Yeah.
Scamacca and Raspadori probably should have put way more
is,
chances.
I look at this question as a whole of what's happened under Southgate's reign. Because I look at the Italy game, that is not our World Cup side. That can't be our World Cup side. If we go into the World Cup with that team, played against Italy, we're going to get smacked.
You'd imagine it would be at this point in the year.
I think you bring in Chilwell or Shaw or Trippier at left back, you bring in Stones at centre half for Maguire.
Obviously, we'd made changes, but this seems like this is Southgate's World Cup starting 11.
Then we
Maybe
might as well not bother again, because that team...
You'd imagine Pickford would be in there.
That 11 will get grouped. No doubt about it. That 11, if we start the 11 that started the Italy game against Iran in the first...
It won't get grouped, but we won't go far.
I think we'll lose to Iran if we play that team.
Yeah, of course we are recording this before the Germany game, so
that's probably going to equally shit.
Well, no, because there's two ways. Either it reaffirms our point, this video slaps on Tuesday when it comes out, or they go and beat Germany 7-0 and then we're completely wrong.
We always perform against Germany.
Do we?
I've noticed.
We were crap the last time we played them. Drew in the Nations League.
We drew 1-1, yeah. But that's what I'm saying, we still got a point when we played rubbish. Yeah. And in the Euros, I thought they were going to beat us.
Yeah, but there was, I think, the hype of the Euros. I don't know, we just set up very well in those games. And to be fair, they probably should have been.
I think
Thomas Muller had that chance.
Two things our World Cup is riding on. If we have the same buzz and excitement from the whole nation like we did for the Euros, and if we get a good run. Because we cannot lie. Yeah, yes, we played well, but if you look at our run, we got an easy run.
We won't in the World Cup. You can't get an easy run in the World Cup.
No.
There's too many good teams. I do feel that... I don't... Like, if you think back to the Euros, why did we play well? Well, a lot of the games were held in England. There was that whole spirit behind it. England are going to do it.
The semi-final and the final were both at Wembley.
Will we have the same atmosphere in Qatar? The fans can get drunk.
The difference is...
So maybe.
I think that obviously no one has a home advantage.
Well, Qatar do.
Qatar
outside shot?
No. No one has home advantage apart from Qatar, and Qatar aren't going to do anything. Like the big teams, it's really going to depend who adapts to the heat. It really depends who adapts to the heat.
Yeah. Because we could see a shock winner. You'd imagine it would be Southern Hemisphere, though. So either an African team or a South American team would probably have an advantage in that regard.
But I don't get how... I mean, this is going away from England a bit, but on the actual World Cup, I don't know how it's going to work. The stadium test failed because the queues were miles long.
Yeah.
The aircon in the stadium didn't work.
And then
there was another problem, I can't remember what it was.
We've still got a good 55 days now, 56 days. Depending on when this goes out, as to how long until the World Cup. But
I'm not going to talk about it now. I've talked about it too much, but we shouldn't be going to Qatar anyway.
Yeah, we've mentioned it many times in the past.
England again, because that was fun last year. We get smashing up our own country.
But back to the Southgate points then. Obviously, there's a very poor showing against Italy.
So are we saying that the Euros wasn't because of Southgate's management?
I think it was because of Southgate's management.
Because he's a great motivator.
Exactly, and he's done very well at making sure the country get behind him and that the squad believe in themselves. But time and time again, he's been tactically outclassed. I mean, you look at it in the Euros final. Why would we sit back defensively from the 3rd minute? That's obviously not going to work. Italy eventually scored their goal. Mancini outplayed him, and then on penalties, it's a lottery. But we shouldn't have let it get to that point.
We shouldn't have subbed on 3 players and given them 30 seconds to get into the game, and then let all of them take penalties.
I mean, strange decision.
Do that. You give them 10, 15 minutes to get warm and ready.
Yeah, but regardless of that, it was a shame about the Euro final. Other than that, we played well in the tournament. Since then, though, been poor.
Is that we're England. We believe blind. I mean, I do it every single game. We haven't recorded with Ostley, so we're recording this on a Sunday. Tomorrow's a Germany game. Despite playing absolute rubbish against Italy, I will still go into the Germany game with full belief and full hope that we're going to win. Because that's just that's what most England fans do. Every game we believe we're
It's what
going to
most
win.
football fans do.
Yeah.
You can't, you'll get the odd pessimist, someone who wants to be negative before every game.
Well, there's a difference.
But most people will back their side
There's
that
a
they will
difference
win.
between if you go into a game saying, "Oh, we're going to lose. Oh, we're going to play rubbish." That's being an idiot. But there are if you go into a game saying, "Yeah, we might struggle this game. I'll take a point." There's a difference between that.
Okay, defeatist versus pessimist.
Yeah.
Fair enough, but yeah, I don't think we'll beat Germany.
I think we will.
Okay, sure.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Though. I believe they're going.
It's delusion, mate. That's not optimism.
That's why that's good for Southgate because, as you said, he can motivate our England fans to get behind him at the World Cup because we are just delusional when every game we think we're going to win.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think there's no way that we win this World Cup. If we do, it's some sort of miracle.
Oh yeah, I think it'll mean more.
It frustrates me because
Equally.
it's such a good squad at the moment. I feel like we're wasting that talent with a manager who's
Reminds
limited.
me a bit. What era was it where we had like Terry, Rooney, Lampard, where we just wasted
Lampard,
it all?
Gerrard, Scholes,
Yeah.
the 3 mid. It was all of the 2000s.
Exactly, we just wasted that whole year. We should have won something in that era.
Sven-Goran Eriksson was in charge, wasn't he?
Exactly.
And then after that, it was the just pointless 10s, and now we're into the 20s. And
The Hodgsons and the Allardyces and the Mark Hughes.
I want to say Capaldi, but that's not his name, is it? It's the Italian geezer.
Yeah.
Capello.
Capello, yeah.
Fabio Capello.
That happened.
Yeah, but
Yeah, what Southgate. The problem is we had this discussion on stream on the Italy team. Who does replace Southgate? Because we know England, we know we're going to get we are most likely to go for another English manager. What English or UK managers are there out there?
yeah, obviously right now I don't think it's the best time to sack him.
Oh, absolutely. No,
We're-
wait until after the World Cup.
Less than 2 months
Because
away from a major
either
international
Two
tournament.
things will happen. We'll either perform really badly, and that'll give us an excuse to sack him.
Yeah.
Or if we win the World Cup, then obviously keep him.
Or he can go out on a high. Bye.
He might call it a
Bye,
day.
Gareth.
He might call it a day there. Not call it a day, but he might decide, right, I've won it. I'm not going to go through the pain of losing all the other games. Or,
Yeah. Maybe he'll just retire to a nice little cottage in the Cotswolds after that.
Okay, we'll go manage another
But-
team because he's only in his 30s,
Is he?
40s.
I was going to say, he's definitely 40s,
He's not
50s,
retired
isn't
40s.
he? Why not?
50s.
If you win the World Cup,
Yeah.
what else is there to achieve? He's not going to go and win the Champions League.
sentence doesn't make sense in my head. That Gareth Southgate could win the World Cup.
He's not a terrible coach,
No,
but
he's not.
he's certainly not the best.
I don't
There's-
like his defensive football. Especially when our defenders are absolute rubbish.
But then, yeah, as you mentioned, people that could replace him. I've heard Thomas Tuchel mentioned. I think it'd be interesting. I think he'd do
Yeah. And
well
obviously
with the
he's-
squad.
He's used Reece James, Ben Chilwell, Mason Mount.
Yeah, that
He used
worked
Tammy
really
Abraham
well.
as
But I just...
I mean, he won the Champions League.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you think back to that, how Tuchel is so much better in cup competitions and tournament
Yeah.
competitions compared to the
We
league.
know over a cup tie that Tuchel can get the win.
Yeah, he can motivate his team to play well enough to get that win. And I think if Tuchel was the England manager, I'd back us going into the World Cup this year.
Bit late.
But he's not. It's too late now. I do think, though, Germany 2024, do we take a German coach there? If you're looking at purely English managers, well, you're going to have to wait till Graham Potter is sacked by Chelsea, which hopefully doesn't happen. But,
Generally, there are no good English managers right now.
well, yeah, if you want a young English man, unless you're thinking like
Lampard.
Wayne Rooney.
I think Rooney or Lampard.
I know.
Or it's a
Lampard,
knock-on
no.
effect. Lampard goes England, then Rooney goes Everton.
No. I think Lampard's got a good thing going at Everton, whereas Rooney could just
I
bin off
worry,
DC
and I
United.
probably shouldn't, but there's a slight bit of me that worries that if Villa sack Gerrard, England will go get Gerrard.
Yeah.
It worries me that could.
I don't
happen.
think we do that. Hopefully.
I don't know.
I pray we
wouldn't.
wouldn't.
You know, look at the managers we've got in the past.
What about Gary Neville?
No, don't even go there. Him at Valencia. Oh my days, that was an absolute shit show.
But yeah, Sam Allardyce obviously not. Steve Bruce.
Am I not really? I'm not.
Thinking of English managers, mate.
Mark Hughes. Where's he now? Tony Pulis.
Who's currently out of a job?
No one. That's what I'm saying. There's
Mauricio
no...
Pochettino? That would be exciting,
Again, though,
wouldn't
I
it?
think he might go Villa and then Gerrard goes England.
God, please no. Welcome back with Harry Kane again.
Yeah.
With Carl Walker.
Eric Dyer.
Kieran Trippier. Eric Dyer. Hopefully not in the team by 2024, but...
Eric Dyer's still the same.
Sure.
I would love Jose Mourinho.
I mean, you imagine 2024 will be... Yeah, obviously. You imagine 2024 will be Kane's last? How old is he now? 31? Maybe not then. He'll probably make it 2026.
Yeah,
but he won't be a starter, surely. Surely a Tammy Abraham and Ollie Watkins...
but I do actually think that the whole
Ivan
pandemic
Toney.
had a massive effect on England. Because realistically, we should have the Euros the year before in 2020, then we would have 2 years to
sack
decide
Southgate.
To sack Southgate. Whereas obviously, because there's only been a year turnover, we haven't had a chance to prove that he should be sacked, and we haven't had a chance to get another manager in to implement his...
You're also not sacking a manager because they've lost the Nations League after getting to a Euros final.
Yeah, no.
So I don't think that really has much of an effect. I think
And
this
to be
World
fair,
Cup will depend on...
I think we've got to look at it. I know we
Decide
played
which-
bad in the Nations League, but 2020 Euros, final, 2018 World Cup, semis. We don't talk about 2016.
Well, Southgate wasn't in charge. It was Roy Hodgson. So in the Southgate era, we've gone
He's taken us to the
semis,
semis and
final. It's just the win.
Yes. Football's coming home again.
I was going to say, we've been really negative about England recently. Like the Nations League stream, it was all,
I think
this is so sad.
we've sat here for a good 10-15 minutes just rambling, and we realise that we are just going on recency bias.
Well, but when you're in the moment, when you're in the tournament, when England are playing well, it's easy to sing along, chant, get excited, and we will.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Mate, that
As
first
soon as we
thing
beat
was
Iran,
true.
I'm there.
We won't even be able to stream the England game, will we?
Hopefully, we're watching it in a massive room full of loads of people. Everyone will go
A
in.
massive room. But then England US will be our first England stream.
If we beat US, the roof's going off its flag.
I'll tell you, I'll love it if we beat them. Absolutely love it. And then you won't join us for the Wales game.
Oh, nah, that's annoying. I'll still, wherever I am, I'll be cheering.
Okay, we'll probably hear you.
Probably.
But yeah, that's probably all we've got to say today. Southgate is probably not the best manager, but for England right now, probably is.
What we've realised is Nations League, we've not been great.
Yeah, no,
If
that's
we look at
just crap that.
our major tournaments. He's led us to the semi-finals and final. That is enough for me to say we're going to Qatar. We're going into 2022 World Cup. We are going to win it. England are bringing it home. You heard it here first.
Right. Well, I mean, if they do bring it home now, it's going to be very exciting.
We go viral.
Do you think there's a better chance we would have won it if we played it in the summer just gone?
Yes.
You reckon?
Yes. Because it'd have been a much better country.
You wouldn't have played any of the Nations League games.
Yeah, we wouldn't have had any of the Nations League, and we'd have been probably a European country.
Right.
Probably, I don't know.
What difference would that make?
We're basically not in Qatar, is what I'm trying to say. And I think we'd have a better chance.
Fair enough. Right, make sure to get your thoughts in the comments down below. Should Southgate be sacked? We did put out a poll on it, and more people voted yes than no. But I think that's more people being annoyed by the Italy result.
Right.
I saw there's a few comments like obviously, and people saying oh he's tactically not good enough, but keep him for the World Cup, which is kind of our message from this. But yeah, make sure to leave a like, get involved in the comments down below. Follow us on all the other socials. It's all linked in the description: Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. That's a desolate place. We are active on Spotify though, so follow that as well.
Yes.
And download and listen to the podcast. If you have listened to this on Spotify, then make sure to click all the good buttons to do good things there as well, and hop on over to the YouTube. But yes, thank you all very much for watching or listening, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.